Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and a couple of weeks ago I was in my feels, just typical Thursday afternoon, self-deprecating as always, making the same jokes over and over about how I'm never gonna get laid. But then a sudden urge dawned over me, and every single boy watching this video knows exactly what urge I'm talking about. That's right, I'm talking about the urge of playing competitive Overwatch. So I went and got my fix of competitive Overwatch that day, and boy, did I suck. Again, just another typical Thursday afternoon, nothing too different there. However, I decided to reflect back and ask myself a question: why do I continue to put myself through this? I'm the type of person, and you might be the same type of person too, but I'm this type of person where I put so much pressure on myself to do good, even though the world's not gonna end if I do not do good. Whether it's my job at Target or competitive Overwatch, I put myself through so much stress and so much anxiety to do well in this competitive playlist, and then I ask myself, for what? This isn't a flex, but if you just so happen to get a little bit wet down under, then hey, I'll take it. But I achieved the toppest of top ranks, top 500 Grandmasters. I got a lot of the gold guns for heroes that I want. What is really incentivizing me to play Overwatch? And so then I took to Twitter and asked you guys that same question, because I just want a better understanding as to why people put so much pressure to do well in competitive Overwatch when there's quick play, but without the pressure and anxiety of competitive, because it's just quick play. And there are a lot of variety of answers. Some people have that competitive nature. They like the thrill that it brings to them. There's a lot more excitement that comes with competitive. You gain a lot more skill when playing the competitive playlist, and you just overall learn Overwatch a lot quicker and a whole lot more efficient. But I think the tweet that really stuck out to me the most is that you just play competitive to get to a rank that you're happy with. The self-fulfillment that you get when you achieve gold or diamond or top 500 can't really be matched by any other video games, or this might sound a little bit sad, but anything else in life, which is very, very wholesome. But I know that's not why you're playing competitive, because I know a lot of people that are watching this video are playing competitive because they really, really want some gold guns, which is why I'm making this video today, talking about why competitive needs more rewards. Now, first and foremost, I understand, because I just literally said it right now. You are playing competitive because you want gold guns. You're playing competitive because you want your first gold gun. So for me to suggest even more competitive rewards when you haven't even gotten the first tier competitive rewards might be a little bit arrogant for me to say, but I have an argument as to why this still might apply to you, the new player or the noob player. God, I'm sorry I called you that. The people at the lower ranks that don't get a lot of competitive points because they just aren't ranking in the highest level where they get a lot of competitive points, this is still gonna matter to you. Wanna know why? Right now, you can play Overwatch with 2 permanent competitive modes. Even if you're a lower ranked player, even if you're in gold, at the end of each competitive season, you get a batch of competitive points, and now you get 2 times the amount. What Blizzard has indirectly done by permanently adding open queue as competitive playlists is inflating the competitive point market. Now, inflating might not be the right word, because it's not like competitive points are even like a currency. It's not like real world money or even Steam money like in CSGO. But what this creates is double the amount of chances for you to get competitive rewards and eventually get the gold gun, which is fine. That might sound good, and it is good on paper, but in the long term, this might not be good for competitive Overwatch or just Overwatch in general, because again, I really want to focus on the tweet. What incentivizes you to play competitive? A lot of people's incentives are to get gold guns. So eventually, you're gonna get the gold gun for your main. There's no doubt about it, and it's gonna come a whole lot quicker than you expect. You're gonna get your Genji stars, you're gonna get your Mercy staff, you're gonna get the Diva Joy-Cons, but eventually you're gonna get even more competitive rewards. Oh, I can get it for my second hero, and that's awesome. You're gonna get more competitive rewards. Oh, third hero, fourth hero, fifth hero. Oh good, 6th hero I kind of play. I guess I'll get the Zarya gold gun. Winston, I get. This is the problem that I face, but I'm sure many of you will face indefinitely. Playing competitive Overwatch is, 1, not going to be worth going through the stress of toxic players, and 2, is not going to be all that rewarding. And that's not your fault at all. This is Blizzard's fault, and I've been very, very vocal on this, and I've said this many times before. I disagree with Jeff Kaplan on his views on competitive rewards, because in case you guys don't know, Jeff Kaplan actually didn't want gold guns to be in Overwatch. He just thought a competitive system like what we have right now should be the reward, should be that self-fulfillment that you get by getting gold, by getting platinum, by getting the next rank that you strive for. And that's great if we weren't people or humans designed to be incentivized by rewards. Look back at anything that you've done in your life that had some sort of competitive system. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's music, maybe it's school, maybe it's your job. All of those things, basically everything has a reward system. In sports, you want to be a star because you want to be able to get recruited to go to a college, possibly on scholarship, to possibly get drafted into the MLB or an NFL, to possibly get paid a whole lot of money. The incentive here, an education in college, and money. In a job scenario, you want to work really, really hard so that you can possibly get a promotion, so that you can possibly get more money based on your salary, based on capitalistic ideas. Once again, the reward here is more money. A lot of rewards is just involving money, and it would be so good to be paid to play Overwatch, which is why a lot of Overwatch League players dedicate their time, efforts, and life to playing Overwatch to what, ladies and gentlemen? Get paid a whole lot of money, and to also get laid by e-girls, which is another incentive, money and punani. So the self-fulfillment aspect is really cute, and in some aspects in life, yes, there is that. Like music, I listed that as an example as to why you might be really, really dedicated, and it's because of the self-fulfillment that you get with being first chair in orchestra. I don't know if band has first chair because I wasn't a loser, but what I'm really trying to get at is that, yes, there are going to be some people that like the thrill and like the self-fulfillment of getting to that next rank, but will adding competitive rewards hurt their self-fulfillment? No. If anything, it's just gonna be a bonus, which is why I do not understand why after 23 seasons, we are still getting the same competitive rewards. If it's not gonna hurt the people that are getting self-fulfilled of getting to the next rank, but is in fact gonna hurt competitive because now people don't have a reason to play competitive because they either A, got all the gold guns for the heroes that they want, or B, got literally all of the gold guns, why are they going to go through the stresses of competitive? And I asked that question in a redundant fashion because I somewhat know the answer. And this is looking at it from a very negative perspective, but what I can see happening is that if we just continue to have gold guns going into Overwatch 2, people just aren't going to care about competitive Overwatch. And they're just not going to care about Overwatch in general because why? Why should I? I got everything that I wanted, and I have no reason to continue to grind Overwatch. I'll play for fun here and there, but I'm just going to drop it and go play other games because, well, what's the point of sinking so many hours in the game if I'm just not going to be rewarded? Just a reminder that I was looking at it from a very negative perspective, but a perspective that probably isn't too out of the ordinary for people to have. Let me just ask you this. Let's say tomorrow Jeff Kaplan were to come out and say, all right, guys, we're removing gold guns. Would you still play competitive at that point? I know for some people, getting a gold gun means dealing with the stresses of competitive, means dealing with toxic players and dealing with the meta and dealing with Overwatch sometimes not being fun because of the reward that they see at the end of the tunnel. But now that's gone. Yeah, they might play quick play, but then they're not going to see the need to grind Overwatch. They're going to play it here and there, but then eventually they're just going to drop it and move on. And that's not good. That's not good for the longevity of Overwatch. For a game that's marketed to be a competitive shooter, I'm sorry, but if you're going to have a competitive system, you need to have competitive rewards to drive incentive to not only do good, but to also win. Yeah, the self-fulfillment is nice, wholesome, and cute, and I respect that fully, and I get that too, and I'm that kind of person too, but for a lot of people, the stresses and the reason to pour a lot of hours into a game is not worth it at that point, and I feel like, I truly do feel like that is how you can kill a competitive game. A competitive game, not just a game, a competitive game. And I do want to apologize because in a way, I'm pushing my ideologies onto you. We need to have rewards. We need to have a system that gives players an incentive to play the game of Overwatch when there are some people that just like competitive because they like to see a shiny little icon in the bottom left-hand corner because that gives them fulfillment. And I'm not trying to discredit you or say that your reward is inferior to the rewards that I think needs to be in the game, but what I'm trying to say is for the longevity, the life of Overwatch, this is something that just as simple as a diamond weapon. I know that sounds stupid, but just imagine how many of your friends that dropped Overwatch would want to come back because now they can get a diamond mercy gun or a diamond May gun or a diamond mech mech. Oh my god, a Diamond Diva mech. That would be so dope. As silly as that sounds, there would be people that want to grind Overwatch, because that is an incentive that drives them to play the game rather than playing other games, which is why I think Blizzard needs to add more rewards in the game so they can bring players back and keep them there for long periods of time. Now, there will be some people that say, will it make players toxic? Will it make people even more angry? Dude, Overwatch is already toxic angry, because in any competitive environment, you're gonna have that toxic nature. Rewarding people with diamond weapons, I don't think is going to make them any more or less toxic. Maybe even less toxic, because now there's a reason to actually win now. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think, because I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like my logic also makes sense here as to why I want more rewards such as diamond weapons or possibly just a simple skin. I don't know, maybe I'll make a video talking about more rewards or an update video, because I already did it. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.